Have you ever felt like you're chasing something you can't quite catch? That feeling we call happy. We're made to believe that happy is some kind of finish line, a prize at the end of a long race. Maybe we thought it was a certain job or relationship, this perfect life, and then we have it and we'll always have it kind of thing. But here we are, well onto the path to this happiness. Everything looks good on the outside, like we've been told it should, but it still feels empty on the inside. So what if we've been running the wrong race? What if the finish line we're chasing was never ours to begin with? This session is about giving ourselves permission to get off that track, to stop chasing a version of happy that doesn't belong to us. It's about defining happiness for our life on our own terms. Not as a permanent state, but as a living, shifting feeling that's already here. We've discovered it before, we can discover it again. It's about giving ourselves the permission to go discover it over and over again. Because you can't find what true happiness is for you if you keep chasing someone else's definition of it. So see the description box for a few articles on the research, the science, on how this works if you're interested. And for today, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is this feeling? That you're chasing a definition of happiness that isn't really yours. We'll check back in after to see where that's at. Any feelings or memories or emotions, sensations that come up, just observe them, give them space to process through, and keep tapping. And then get back to repeating after me when you're ready. Okay, deep breath, here we go. Tap with and repeat after me. Even though I've been chasing someone else's idea of happiness, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I felt let down because I thought I was supposed to feel happy or be happy all the time. I deeply and completely love and honor myself. Even though I feel like I've been holding on to the idea that happiness is some fixed point. I choose to release this idea and be free to find happiness in many ways, in many places. Even though I've been living a life that looks good but feels hollow. I choose to create a life that feels like mine now. Even though I've been trying to force a version of happy that doesn't fit for me. I'm ready to allow myself to define what happiness means for me. I'm so tired of chasing this idea of happy. It feels like a goal I'm never going to reach. Sometimes I've been so disappointed. I thought I was doing everything right. I have all the things I'm supposed to have. So why doesn't it feel the way I thought it would? I feel like there's something wrong with me. The pressure to be happy is exhausting. I don't know exactly whose idea of happy this is. My family? Society? I don't even know what my own happy looks like. So then I'm kind of afraid to let go of this outside definition. What if I find out my version of happy isn't enough? I'm so tired of carrying this burden of outside expectations. But I know I can't find my happy if I keep chasing other people's. I can't be aligned with my best life if I'm living someone else's script. So I ask all parts of me to send forward anything that's my idea of happy. And now I ask for anyone else's ideas or expectations of happy to come forward. And I let those go. Any pressure to make decisions based on other people's definitions of happy. Chasing dreams I'm not even sure I want. I drop it all here. I let it go. And I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm safe to redefine happiness for myself over time. It's okay to realize happiness is not a final destination. I'm safe to find happiness all along my path now. It takes courage to define my own happiness. Constantly chasing happy as if it's a goal is holding me back. It's okay to be honest with myself about what I truly want now. I want to learn who I am and what I really want in life. And I can handle whatever comes up when I let go of that old life path. I'm safe to admit to myself what truly brings me joy. I'm ready to bring my own definition of happiness into the light. I'm giving myself permission to be honest with myself. I'm supporting myself as I learn what needs to be realigned in my life. I'm honoring myself by creating a life that is mine. I'm opening every day to the knowledge that happiness is a moment, a day, a season, not a finish line. My ideal joy is important for me to know. I release any shame, doubt, or anxiety as I begin to process and heal from these outside expectations. I can't find my happy if I'm busy chasing someone else's. I settle into the knowing that happiness isn't a permanent place. I allow myself to be happy each time I align to a new dream or goal, big or small. I allow myself to find joy in every day. A new job or a small little butterfly. I align myself to emotional and mental freedom by starting with what I want. I define happiness for me from now on. I allow myself to evolve and my definition of happy to evolve with me. I choose to evolve into the vision of happiness I've been hiding from. I choose to heal from the pressure of being someone else or living anyone else's definition of happy. I'm ready to define my own happiness. I embrace happiness as many moments, as being many moments through life. I understand happiness is not a fixed point, but many moments my path will flow through. I'm allowing myself to see myself with curiosity and compassion. I'm ready to move forward in my truth for my dreams and my goals. And let anyone upset by it handle their own emotions and their own happiness. Whatever is not in alignment with my happiness, I can face it with ease now. Because I'm no longer hiding from my own truth. Ups, downs, and everything in between, I am finding rhythm in my life. I am finding joy in the rhythm of that life. The life I have created for me. I am now choosing to define happiness on my own terms, no fear. I'm letting go of the need to chase and choosing to align with my dreams and goals instead. I'm ready to live a life that feels most authentic and honest for me. I am setting myself free. Take a deep breath, see where you're at on that 1 to 10 scale. I'm really happy for you for showing up today, and I hope you're proud of yourself too. Self-healing inner work like this is about more than just tapping. It's about claiming your right to a life that truly belongs to you by letting go of outside expectations, and by doing that, you're not just finding happiness, you're finding yourself. So as you go about your week, try a few little experiments. One of them's kind of bigger, but ask yourself at least once a day, in this moment, what's something that would make me happy? Okay, sure, it might be life altering. I think I want to move to another country, or I want to have another kid. Okay, that's great, because those are big things to plan about. That's definitely going to change the trajectory of your life. But also, more often, especially the more we do this, if you're doing it every day, it gives space for happiness at any moment. So it might be as simple as, I just need a quiet walk. Even if it's just around the parking lot at work to clear your head. Just be outside, to hear the birds, to enjoy the sun, 15 minutes. It could be a 5-minute break just to listen to a favorite song. It can be noticing the fresh flowers on the table at the cafe you're in, or the newest flower in a garden that you pass every day when you walk home. Focusing on the sound of rain on the windows and allowing yourself a smile for a simple, happy moment in any of these. And allowing those to be constant moments of happiness on your path, not a state to get to. So then I'm also going to challenge you to create a random moment of happiness. Maybe leave a favorite candy bar on a coworker's desk. A simple note, have a great day, or making sure you have a reason to smile today. You might prompt a smile from a stranger simply by smiling at them first. There's no need to start a conversation, my lovely introvert viewers. It's okay to look back to your book or your phone or right back out the bus window as soon as they smile back. The thing is, you smiled, you created, you made a moment of joy in their day, and hopefully they smiled back and gave you that moment of happiness that you created, but back in your day also. And even if they don't, that's okay. They may be going through something too. This isn't about someone else's happiness. It made you happy on your path to smile at someone else. So you did. And how sweet and kind of you, because you don't know when they get home, if that's not by the end of the day, they're ready to rip their hair out and they just remember this sweet person in traffic next to them who smiled, and it may be like, oh, everybody's not a jerk out there, right? Let me reframe my own mind. So you can be helping them in that way. And lastly, let's go looking for something, anything from your past that was something you wanted to do. Not for someone else or because someone else expected it, wanted it for you, wanted you to do it, wanted you to have it. You did it or bought it or had it because you wanted it. It brought you a deep sense of joy or honest happiness for the sake of being happy, taking that class, buying that thing, having the dinner there for your birthday, whatever it was. And take that memory knowing it was you doing the best for your path and that feeling of joy that it gave you. Really wrap the memory and the feeling about it that you chose also for yourself. Wrap it all together. And as you continue to create your path from today forward, keep going back to these three and asking, okay, is the decision right now, is it going to be like any of those three? Is this decision I'm about to make like the little moment of joy you took in a song break? The little moment of joy you created for yourself or someone else? Or that moment, the big one that you allowed yourself, I want this car, so that's the one I'm buying. And is a current choice or change you're going to make in your life like one of those moments of happiness? And if not, how can you get back on that path of your happiness? Is there a way to change, this choice so that it's for you? Or how can we at least move through it and back onto your path and not theirs, whosever expectations you're going by? Okay, so just remember that as you give yourself permission to choose your path based on your idea of happiness, that tapping, can be a process. So go back now if you can and give it once or twice a week until you've got the issue down to a 0, or you find yourself more and more realizing that, I'm in this crap job, but I can't leave for right now because they pay my college tuition, and it will just be easier to stay for the 2 years that I have to until they fully paid it off. Or maybe I'm still in the military and I don't EAS, I don't get out until whenever, or I really want to move here or there or whatever it is, but I can't until this is settled or sorted, or, whatever it is. Maybe maybe you're going through a divorce or something along those lines, you know, like whatever it is that's happening, and you just say to yourself, you can choose kind of to make that sort of just this point of life that I'm in, and it's this long drawn out thing, or you can go, oh yeah, I'm going through this thing and I don't like that and I can't wait for it to change. And you get into the habit of creating these moments or having these little moments of joy, noticing them, and then your life becomes more about being already in a state of happiness in which you have to deal with those other things you don't really want to, rather than being like, this is the state that I'm having to live in right now, and struggling to find moments of joy. So it becomes kind of a habit and to realize that, and the big point being that even when you do, so you could get out of the military, you can leave this job, you get your dream job, you move to where you want to, you have the partner that you want, and kids or no kids, or dogs or no dogs, or whatever it is, and everything is perfectly happy. Then what? Because you've made it this fixed point. So then you still, people who are happiest, even when they have all that stuff that they have, they are because they choose every morning to get up and still love, oh, I love this house that I bought, or, you know, oh, the house isn't exactly what I wanted, but I love this room, or I have my reading nook, or the kitchen is big and I get to, you know, oh, I don't necessarily love this job, but the one woman down in that department over there, she always cracks me up every day. She's, you know, going on about something, and, you know, so it's that they choose, even if they're in things that they don't always love, the happiest people are because they're choosing to find moments of happiness. And so that's kind of, you know, what we want to get into the acknowledgement of, is that one, you want your own happiness and make sure you're living your own life, and then also be realistic about it and know that even if you do everything you want to in your life, that it's fleeting moments, you know, sometimes, and to just allow them to be, because sometimes, you know, you just have to sit in the doctor's office like everybody else and wait your turn. Not the most exciting thing in the world to do, but you could be happy watching the little kid who, you know, is making an absolute mess of themselves that you don't have to clean up. Or, you know, yeah, you know what, the other day I was in a cafe and there's this little girl who just kept walking away and then coming back up and just, you know, giving me a hug, and then she'd look up at me and she'd grin and then she'd walk away. We've never met, and her mom just laughed, and, you know, because she was happy. She was just moving around, and, you know, and it actually really made me happy just to get little hugs from somebody, you know, that kind of, it just is a lift your spirit sort of thing. And remembering that, you know, happiness is in moments. It's never going to be, no matter how perfect you get to life, it's not going to stay that way forever. Something's going to ebb or flow, or, you know. So always be prepared to go looking for it a little bit more. Anyway, look around on the channel, you know, tap on this until you've got it to where you fixed on that 1 to 10 scale. And then if there's something that keeps coming up, maybe an emotion or a memory or a belief that you realize is kind of keeping you from that, like I'm not worthy of happiness, or I'm too old for it, or I'm too young for it, or something along those lines. That's just not who my family is. We just don't, you know, we don't get this, or we don't act like that. Whatever it is that comes up, look around on the channel, see if you can find something. And if you can't, let me know, and I will see what I can do about putting something out for you. And yeah, so if you could like and leave a comment, it does help me grow as a channel, and for that I am truly grateful. And make sure you subscribe to get notified of new videos as they come out. So yeah, I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.